Nate Jackson, Criterion Collection Reviewer Guy here with Cleo from 5 to 7, finally. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't get to it. I meant to get to this one yesterday, but some family stuff came up and I had to take care of that. And so, yeah, I had to put this off till today. By the time I got back from doing it, I was too tired and I would have had time. But honestly, after watching it, I probably could have done this last night, but had to push it off till today. So sorry about that. Hope you weren't heartbroken. But speaking of that, I have to tell you guys about an important announcement I have at the end of this review. But first, let's talk about number 33. Number 33, I mean, no, not 33, 73. 73, Cleo from 5 to 7, filmed by Agnes Varda. Okay, that's enough here. Now you have to look at me now. Don't look at her, she's too pretty. Anyway, so this is 1961, 89 minutes, French, black and white and color. The first 5 minutes shows a tarot card reading, which is all in color. When they show the actors, it's black and white. For the rest of the movie, it's black and white. Interesting choice. Agnes Varda says in one of the interviews says it has something to do with like the tarot. She believed the tarot cards are like a work of fiction, and then Cleo's life was supposed to be like the reality of it all, and in reality is all black and white. So interesting way of looking at it. So anyway, but yeah, Cleo is this singer who might have cancer, and so this film is the day in the life, like 2 hours in the life of, well, technically an hour and a half in the life of this singer who pretty much just spends, after visiting this tarot card reader, just pretty much wanders around and meets with her boyfriend slash songwriter or former lover or something like that. And she ends up just talking all existential to her friends and worrying about whether or not she's going to die, and ends up meeting with this nude model who drives around with no license, and she just walks around and acts all weird, and it's kind of weird, and she ends up seeing this silent film, and it's one of those you gotta see to believe, and you gotta see to figure it out for yourself. And she ends up meeting this, like, after like all her friends she like is disillusioned by her friends. She ends up meeting this random soldier who's on leave, who like totally brightens her day, and she has like a sincere conversation with him about like nudity. I don't know how the hell they got onto nudity. He's like, nudity is rare. Nudity is very, very hard to find. I'm always touched by nudity. Okay, well, what does that got to do with anything? And so I guess the film ends with like them finally meeting the doctor, because the whole idea is that she's waiting for the time when she can talk to her doctor at like, I guess, 7 o'clock. But she ends up meeting him at 6:30 or 6:25 or something like that. And I guess he meets her and she says something about she has to take 2 months of chemotherapy and then she'll be fine. And then it ends with them just like walking together for like in silence for a minute or something. And yeah, it's pretty artsy fartsy. But at the same time, it wasn't bad. It's a movie, at least. Music was nice. Michael Legrand did an awesome job with the soundtrack. I'm familiar with some of his work from other films. And yeah, that's all I have to say about this one. Agnes Varda's got some great directions. I love her style of editing. There's a couple of scenes where it's like the scene where she leaves the tarot card reader's place, and she ends up like, there's like this cut where they show her face and they show her 3 times before it shows still. And so that's kind of interesting. I thought that was really interesting how that's just a nice style of editing. So yeah, that's all I got to say about this one. So give it an A. It passes. Not bad. Nothing I would watch again anytime soon, if not for like that really weird, ambiguous ending. But there you go. Close for 5 to 7. It gets an A. Go see it. All right, let's talk about supplements. Remembrances, 2005, a documentary on the making of the film, featuring interviews with Varda and actors Corinne Marchand and Antoine Borsay. Yeah, so it's basically just 35 minutes of Varda talking about the film, and yep, that's basically that. Interviews and interesting tidbits and stuff. A gallery of paintings by Hans Baldung Green, whose work inspired the character of Cleo. It's just this guy painting paintings of naked women and skeletons. Yeah. Excerpt from a 1993 French television program featuring Madonna and Varga talking about the film. Yeah, I guess Madonna was a fan of Agnes Varda, and she wanted to do an American remake of Cleo from 5 to 7, and she wanted to star in it. And Varda was like, that might work, because I guess she thought that Madonna looked like Cleo, or the actress Corinne Marchand, she holds up a poster at the end. Madonna holds up a poster next to her face, and they look nothing like each other. I mean, maybe like in the 80s, but this was 93, and Madonna was doing that whole thing where she was going to totally change her style of like the way she looked. Like this was a few years before Ray of Light, at least 5 years. This was in that weird period where her career, I think, was like in a slump. And I think she was around the time of Erotica and Body of Evidence or something like that. So yeah, I think it was kind of a weird choice, weird period where she just had this one look, and she didn't look like the actress. That's my main point. Yes, I know a little bit about Madonna, okay, so sue me. Anyway, Cleo's Real Path Through Paris, 2005, a short film retracing on a motorcycle. Cleo steps through Paris. It's basically 9 minutes of just film, just motorcycle just going through Paris. Some awesome jazz as a soundtrack. Les Fiancés du Pont MacDonald. Okay, so in the film, there's a scene where Cleo and her friend go into this film theater, and they show this silent film, which stars Jean-Luc Godard and Anna Karina, or I forget her name. It's like this stupid little silent film where Jean-Luc Godard plays this guy saying goodbye to his girlfriend. He puts on these dark glasses, and then he suddenly sees, like, I guess her like getting killed or something. And I guess it was kind of a personal message from Varda to Godard to stop wearing those dark sunglasses, because if he took them off, then his life would be a lot brighter or something like that. Because he ended up doing it or something. I don't know. I don't think we haven't had a Godard movie. No, that's a lie. We've had one. I just can't remember what it is. I know Breathless is in there somewhere, but that's like in the 600s. We'll get to Breathless eventually. That's the only one I can think of right now. I know we've done a Godard movie. I can't seem to remember now. Oh well. Anyway, L'Opera Mouffe, 1958, an early short by Varda with a score by Georges Delerue. Oh my god, this was so bizarre. It's basically 17 minutes of artsy fartsiness. Just Varda is pregnant with her first child or something, and she ends up shooting all these weird, just goes out to this market and shoots people's faces. Yeah. And then these two lovers who are in bed together, and there's like songs, short little songs that preface every little section. There's on death, on mortality, on the market or something. Okay. And then of course the trailer, cool little trailer. And that's it. That's it from me. So again, Cleo from 5 to 7. Agnes Varda, check it. All right. So I've been doing this for a while now, and I've seen some crappy movies. I've seen some really awesome movies. But today I was just thinking, as I was preparing for this one, I was thinking, I've done a lot of these, and of course, why not? I mean, there's over 700 right now. And so, I'd like to someday get caught up, but at the same time, I'm feeling really burned out from doing these right now. I know that's a really horrible way to think, especially, considering I've been doing so well lately, at least personally, I think. At the same time, it's, some of these, the supplements will burn you out. I think the movies are fine, but sometimes these supplements, especially with these mean, let's look at Vagabond. Vagabond, there's probably another, and there's at least three or four more films that are probably over 20 minutes each. So, along with the film, which is 105 minutes. So, yeah, the next one's going to be even longer probably. So I've decided to maybe take a break, like maybe take a month-long break to recuperate and get recharged, work on other stuff. This won't be until we get to number 100, because I'm dying to get to the Beastie Boys video anthology. I watch Totally 80s on VH1 Classic, and you have no idea how often they show Hey Ladies and videos like that, and So What You Want, and Sure Shot. So I've been holding off on watching those videos because I know I'll see them for the Crtierion collection. So I'm dying to work to that one. So I think that once I get to number 100, I think I'm going to take like a month-long break, maybe a month and a half, or just maybe till the end of the summer, and then come back in the fall and then come back recharged and ready to knock some more out. So anyway, that's just a little announcement I have. When I get to number 100, we're gonna call it quits for a little while. Maybe call it the end of season 1. Maybe, how about that? Every 100 will be season. Once I finish 100, I'll take a month-long break or so, and then we'll get back into it. Because I want to keep this going. I want to see. I like what I'm seeing for the most part. Unless your name is Solo or Picnic at Hanging Rock or other stuff. I hate that they just reissued Picnic at Hanging Rock in the special edition, and so it's all over Criterion's homepage right now. So every time I log on, I have to see that stupid movie. God, I hate it. Because I wanted an ending with that one. I wanted an ending, and I didn't get an ending, and so fuck you, Peter Weir, or whatever his name is. Anyway, so yeah, that's all I got. But for now, we're gonna keep going. For now. Like I said, sorry about the delay. Right now, so next is Vagabond, number 74, another film by Agnes Varda. This will be coming Tuesday, June 24th. Let's go and take it out of the thing. Oh, screw it. June 24th, Vagabond. And then hopefully that same day we'll do a double feature, and you get Chasing Amy out of the way too. It depends on what's going on that night for me. I think I've got a busy evening that night, so we probably might only have time. But at the same time, I would like to go ahead and get Brief Encounter done on Monday. I'm on Wednesday because it's really short and there's not a lot of supplements, so I can get it done real quick before I got work. So yes, and then I think, God, what's after that? And then Chasing Amy, and then Brief Encounter, and then In God Created Women, which I'm still waiting on. No, what's after that? Gosh, I forget what's. Oh yeah, Brief Encounter, which is next, and then Vagabond, Chasing Amy. So here, okay, let's see. So Vagabond is Tuesday, as well as hopefully Chasing Amy. I'm gonna work on. I'm gonna try my damnedest to do both of those that day. Then Wednesday will be Brief Encounter. And then Thursday should be In God Created Women. Hopefully I should have that one by then. And then Friday and Saturday I'm busy, so there won't be any reviews. And then Sunday I'll do The Bank Dick and maybe W.C. Field's 6 short films if they're not too long. We'll see. We'll probably have to wait till Monday to do number 79, which is W.C. Field's 6 short films. And then 80s, The Element of Crime, Lars von Trier, which is on its way, hopefully soon. Put a hold on him. There actually might be a little bit of a delay in the next week. We may not have any more until after. We may have to take a small break after And God Created Women, because apparently I found out that the site that I've been using to get a lot of the movies, because my local library system doesn't have a lot of the remastered versions. They just have the older versions from 2099. But I've been trying to get the special editions. The system I use, the Link Plus system, the reason why you see all these stickers on the cover of the DVDs I guess are taking, like, they said there'd be a delay between the 25th and the 30th. All material will be delayed for a week or something because they're changing systems or something like that. So yeah, so I guess I might not get the next 3 movies, The Bank Dick, W.C. Field's 6 short films, or The Element of Crime until then. So in the meantime, but yeah, in God Created Woman, I'm at least getting the original version from Folsom, so that should be in probably Tuesday or Wednesday. So we'll have that one done. But after that, yeah, I can't tell you what's going on. I'll keep you updated, of course, with the as I see them. If I see them in transit, then hey, they'll be coming, and then everything should be fine. Because once they're in transit, then I don't think there shouldn't be anything wrong. But we'll see. And yeah, that's it for me for blathering on. So anyway, hopefully you'll understand, that this is a huge project I'm taking on, and hopefully, who knows, maybe I'll figure out this video editing thing a little more, and I'll look like a professional, reviewer. Yeah, right. Yeah, and that's it from me. So thanks for watching. If you get cancer, don't wander the streets and be all weird. And we will see you Tuesday for Vagabond, and hopefully as well Chasing Amy, which is in my bag, and I'm not getting it because this video ran on too long. So until then, goodbye.